CKXU is a not-for-profit, volunteer-funded and volunteer-driven campus and community radio station. And basically that means that we have mandates from different government parties in the radio world that allows us to play things that are not on commercial radio stations. And we specifically as a station focus on kind of that underground, local, up-and-coming artists that are from our community and surrounding area, and giving them a voice when they might not otherwise have it, and kind of helping them get started on their paths. As well, because we are volunteer driven, we will take in a lot of community members and students as volunteers that are learning to work on skills that are going to help them better themselves and further their own careers, whether that be needing a volunteership for a grant or learning some radio skills or sound skills or whatnot like that. The volunteer opportunities at CKXU are truly limitless. We have the ability to have volunteers work on the admin side of like business operations things, actual running the radio, having your own show, and then the admin side of running a radio, all the music that comes in constantly needs to be curated and sorted through. Our library is a huge project we're undertaking as well that constantly needs volunteers. We also do events and fundraisers and work with other festivals that are happening within the community, and they come to us looking for volunteers, or we need volunteers to help run those events. There's no minimum or maximum as to what a volunteer can do per se. It's more so that you decide what you want to do and how much you want to do. It's very much volunteer driven, and by volunteer driven that means the volunteer has the drive to do what they want to do, and then if you decide you want to change how much you're doing it, how little you want to do it, that's completely up to you, and we're just here to facilitate that happening. A perfect example is myself and other staff members that are staff currently. We started off as volunteers, and I would have been in my undergrad and I would have just been alphabetizing CDs once a week kind of thing. And then I might have moved up and been hosting my own show, hosting 2-3 shows, then going into the school year going, whoa, I can't do 3 shows, going back to 1 show kind of thing. So it's very flexible within the volunteers.
For the record, right here on CKXU 88.3 FM, CKPN 106.3 FM, bringing music from across Alberta. At the end of last hour, we heard from Oblivion featuring Jessia out of Edmonton with Left With Nothing.
It's super easy to be a volunteer at CKXU. All you have to do is basically email or stop by. Our email is volunteer@ckxu.com. It's a pretty cool orientation of the space and who we all are and our different jobs, just so you as a volunteer would know where to find things and who to talk to for what different roles and jobs and ideas that you might have that pop up within the space. And that's pretty much it. It's a little agreement that you sign, and then fees that help us keep the lights on kind of idea, and that's it. I am the main intake for all volunteers as operations director. You can reach me at volunteer@ckxu.com.